Bass. Somebody.
Yep.
Hello?
Damn, we are stacked today. Look at the numbers.
Holy fuck, it's a lot of people at the PD. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm here for Hell Week.
Hey, group up, and this time hopefully no grenade or C4.
What? Hell Week?
Hell Week.
Hell Week.
What is Hell Week you guys are talking about?
It's Hell Week.
It's Hell Week.
Every week is Hell Week.
It's
Spike
over.
Week. Come on.
Hell Week is the state of mind.
Damn, shift 2's fucking heavy today. Holy shit.
We've been going on the same Hell Week for like 3 weeks at least.
Being a cop is hell.
Hell month.
Yep.
Pick me up.
Every week is Hell Week.
I thought it was just called Hell now.
Yeah, it's just hell. I'm in hell every day. I thought that's what was going on. I don't know.
Just stop using the word hell on Sundays, please.
Please pick me up.
No, I use
Just-
Hell on Sundays as part of my.
We're gonna.
Thank you, I
The
couldn't
person
see.
that knows has to stand in the center of the ring.
It's a long story.
You want to start right now, or do we want to wait till the guy's done? Hey, fuck it, that guy's whatever.
Who's crossing that guy?
Whoever's crossing him is behind him in the corner. They're in the corner.
No time off though.
They are over there. You can't see him.
I don't think I've seen that many cops in a long time. This is the most I've seen shift 2 stacked in a long time. Holy fuck.
All right, so okay, I want to. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, just real quick, since a lot of us were involved in that last big scene. Obviously, chaotic shit happens. Sometimes you end up with a 95 and you don't know what the fuck is going down. It's fine, not a big deal. Just take their shit. Make sure you're always GSR testing. I don't give a shit if you think they shot, didn't have a gun, whatever. Always GSR test. Meet up, and then we'll figure out who actually does the processing down at Mission Row or whatever police department we end up at. If you feel like it's been pawned off at you, just ask around. Not that big of a deal. It's more important that the suspects are secured than
Yeah, thank you for metagaming
at the end. Of the emails that I got, just kind of two things that were brought up. Who is this? Who sent me this? Hardcastle, you wanted to bring something up? You want to go ahead?
Yes. Regarding statements and reports, if something's going to a bench trial, please put a statement in. It's been a nightmare recently, people not putting statements in, and the bench trial goes to shit because they don't know what's going on. Even if it's a 2-sentence statement, please put something in the reports channel for them. It helps. Fuck that bank. My second thing is negotiations. Take them seriously. Don't fuck around. If they're going to say they're going to shoot the hostage, take it seriously. If you're requesting 78s, don't say 78s. Actually put some urgency in it. It's an emergency call for a reason, not a fuck around call. That's all I got.
Bass, did you want to touch on that thing we talked about in regards to cadets and negotiations?
Do you want to bring it up since you're more familiar as far as what happened a couple nights ago?
So it seems like in the last week or two, we have a lot of cadets that are negotiating big scenes like the vault, etc. At least in this shift, I don't know if this might need to be brought up to a bigger forum, but at least for this shift, if you are a cadet, you can negotiate the grocery stores, FLECA banks. You need to be monitored by your FTO. That FTO needs to be monitoring them. Everything higher than that is off limits until you're full officer. If you're curious as to why that is, you're still being trained. And quite frankly, there's some really dumb shit being negotiated at some of these bigger banks. And it's not only is it strange, but it's leading
40
to
cops for shift 2 at almost 9 o'clock Eastern. I've never seen it
things
before.
escalating in a very negative direction. Negotiations not being done properly, and we end up in shootouts when we don't actually need to be. Aziz, you had something to bring up?
Yeah, just a couple of things. Securing triage points when we have officers down or subjects down. We need to secure the perimeter rather than sending everybody out to hunt people down or chase them. Rather secure what we have than focus on what else is out there. And then another thing I wanted to ask and see where we're feeling and talk about was when the call is made to disable a vehicle, to shoot at it, we all agree that we're meant to disable the vehicle by shooting tires and shooting the engine, correct? We're not trying to shoot to
Only
disable
shoot
the driver
tires,
himself.
only shoot engine. You want to?
We're not shooting to kill.
Yeah, if you're not gonna shoot to kill, shoot the engine block and make it disabled, basically, right?
If you're stationed in front of it, you're not really helping by shooting the tires. Just get the fucking engine block.
Yep.
Take your 5 seconds of it driving past and get it done.
Can I add one thing to that?
Go ahead.
It's to involve with the 37 Alpha cars. We cannot shoot those engine blocks out.
That's different.
So,
That's different. If it
That is, I just want people to know when you shoot the back tires out of that thing, it spins and it loses all control.
It really depends on the context of what's happening in front of you, right? It's not black and
Yeah.
white. I'm just answering a phone call right now.
I just want people to know that that's what the 37 Alpha cars are. Don't try to shoot the engine blocks on those because they're armored for a reason.
Yeah, correct. Right. It just depends, right? If that vehicle needs to be shut down, it's a different story, right? We'll find a way. But
Question.
We bomb it?
Does anyone ever retain anything said in meeting?
No, sir.
Why not?
Sometimes, yeah.
Get off the phone,
I feel like we're talking about the same shit every day.
Exactly
I mean,
why.
we have to because people fuck around every single day. That's the issue, okay? The problem becomes if these announcements that goes out in the Discordia and here in the meetings are retained by every single officer, we would not have the same question come up every single time or the same bullshit incident happening where somebody's either getting sued or fucking around on duty. I mean, if people retain that information, we can move forward together. But we are strong as our weakest link, and if people are not understanding what's happening in front of them, I mean, we have to go back.
Cleo.
Woo! I think Toretti did.
All right. So going back to the agenda here. Is there anything else you want to bring up, Aziz?
No, that's all.
All right. Bass, did you have anything?
For me is
outside for all the cars that are out there.
What was that, Castman?
Holy shit!
I don't get a spare grenade for the amount of cars that are out there lined up one by one.
Yeah. No, just be
Yeah,
careful when you
that's why
check your
my
cars
Corvette is
afterwards.
separated from them.
Abel, I need you over here.
I think for me, personally, is read that Discordia announcement that went out. You should not be antagonizing suspects when they're down. Shit talking when they're down. They're
Can we
on the
pick
ground.
someone to read it out loud?
Yeah, it's more of an Oscar Charlie kind of announcement. So might be a bit weird to translate it here in the city. But I need everybody to
Who
read
the hell
that.
was doing that to the point where it needed to be announced? Who was doing that?
I mean, there's a few complaints that came through.
Fucking people.
Yeah.
There have been so many people doing it. I have to yell at people constantly not to do it.
Yep, same.
You have to
I mean,
understand
it's
that we
better-
live in a city to where
Honestly, it's better than seeing cops go like, "That was a nice shootout, you guys. Good driving." I would. Can we make that a?
Well, she's not
an
wrong.
announcement?
I mean, focus on the positive things. Obviously, don't say it's a nice shootout because as a cop, you don't want shootouts to happen, right? More focus on the tactical thing and the fact that you save lives and you prevented a lot of casualties from happening. Hey, good job out there. You saved my life. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, we did a good job of, minimizing casualties of as many officers went down. Like, focus on the preservation of life as the most important thing and promote officer safety. Because at the end of the day, all of us want to go back home when we clock out, right? That's why we, taking the job as a police officer is not easy, right? It's a very dangerous job, and you're met with a lot of bullshit every single day. We are like the dads of Los Santos. When we show up, nobody's happy, right? Somebody's gonna be unhappy.
Some people respect their dads.
I don't know.
Hey, what?
I'm pretty
You said
happy
not
when I
everybody.
see my dad. I'll be honest. I'm not
I
sure.
wish my dad was dead.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, all right.
The weather's been really
Fucking
nice.
puppet. It has been. Really.
All right,
Bass,
Uma children.
hey,
I
pause.
don't
Pause.
that one.
Is there anything else you got, Bass?
Yeah, just like read that announcement. Don't antagonize people when they're on the ground like that. Don't have that little back and forth. If somebody's going off and they're just fucking being, stupid, let them be. Just move on and find other ways to deal with it. And yeah, other than that, just have each other's backs.
What if it's really, really funny though?
What if they start it?
I mean, if there's banter, it's fine. I'm talking about to where it's leading to like a lot of molding, right? Like if it crosses that line, that's when you need to stop. If there's banter and it's funny back and forth.
If it looks like it's starting to sound like it's coming out of the city, then you need to stop. And if sees someone else getting into that situation, pull them aside so they don't get fucked up either. It's pretty
exactly right. Like it's gonna be very hard to have your back if you're fucking around doing shit like that. If you're gonna go back and forth to somebody, you're both gonna sink together. I can't save you at that point. But if you're being mature about the whole thing and they're being fucking stupid, then you can definitely look good on paper.
One time someone told me I got my car too fast after a shootout. Do you think that would be in that category?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, if they're making remarks like that, feel
Oh,
free to hit me up or someone
Wait,
else.
what does that even mean?
That I just got in my car too fast.
Yeah, remarks like that,
They-
feel free to send it to the federal government, and we'll handle it for sure. I just don't want you guys to.
Okay. And you guys will handle that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
It's just, I don't want you guys to engage in that kind
Well-
of shit, and it turns into something very toxic. Try to avoid that as much as you can, right? Does that make any sense? What I'm trying to say here?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's more of a reminder for everybody else because it's like I know it can it can go places we don't want it to go. So to avoid that from happening, that's all I'm saying.
I actually have something, if that's all right.
ahead.
This might already be in place, so I might be speaking nonsense here. But I'd be recommending Shift 2 has rifles on backs, not on lockboxes.
Oh yeah,
especially with Shift 1. We got shot about 6, 7, 8 times today in Shift 1.
You know
so
why?
That's an action that's
normal.
People are rough.
Customer, look around the room.
Oh, you did?
Let him,
You got
let
the
him
guy with
answer
the
the
Glock?
question.
Okay,
Let him
cool.
answer the question. Why? What happened in shift 1? Do you know? Like why there were two people?
So it's nothing in specific. We've been shot over bees.
Cop
neighbors.
egos low? What are
We've
you
been
talking
shot
about,
at
dude?
Street racing.
Nobody's
we've
ego
been
is
shot on the
being
south
hurt right
side
now.
by gangs.
I'm trying to
'cause we're
say,
on
if
their turf,
people are being
fuel
toxic and
cars.
molding shit on the
We've been
ground,
shot at everything.
let them mold and
It's
be
not
toxic.
just one
You
particular
trying to
thing,
egg
it's
them
not
on
one
or try to
isolated
antagonize
incident.
them
It's
makes
repeated
the both of
street
you look
racing,
bad instead of one
repeated
person looking
drifting,
bad, right?
repeated,
Don't engage in that kind of
gangs
thing,
and
right?
turfs.
If somebody's being
It's
toxic,
just
move
a
on and report
general
it. Let them
thing.
have their
I don't
mold
know what's
moment,
going
move on,
but
and
I
report
would
it.
be, yeah,
And then the
absolutely.
staff will handle it. We've
Rifles
handled
are
so
my-
many complaints like
It
that.
sounds like shift 1's becoming the new shift 2, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100% it is.
Yeah.
Shit, I might need to transfer.
But to kind of add to that, it's bad right now as well. We just got, for those who weren't there, we just got mag dumped after being mag dumped in a different, like we were literally in the waiting for EMS for people that shot us, and we got shot on with another scene's 95s. So
nice.
Yep.
Pursue with caution. Keep your guard up.
Oh, you should have thought about that.
If you have a suspect in custody, expect the worst. Expect them to break him out. So place yourself in a position to where if you get shot at, you can return fire and take him down and neutralize the threat.
Did we connect those two things together at some point?
I
The two
believe
scenes?
so. I think that because one of them did say I was trying to save you, and then I failed. So it seemed like you were trying to help him
Hey,
out.
you know, speaking of that, actually, Crane said yesterday that his Crane's Law isn't going to be a thing, I guess. So I guess we're just going to stick with
Oh,
They
what
said
the
no.
fuck?
So let's just stick with charging
No.
with terrorism.
Hell week.
Oh hell yeah!
Obviously, if you can
Terrorism
prove it and
it is.
articulate, right? It has to be politically motivated.
Didn't you
And
get shot while getting medical?
Yeah, they shot at
this time
EMS.
too, actually.
They
Oh,
literally
they
shot
EMS.
EMS.
Charged him with terrorism. What?
Oh, bing bong. There you go.
That's actually compromising medical neutrality.
why is Donkey still here?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Who's his arresting officer?
Deacon.
I've been trying to get him to talk to me, but he refuses.
I'm literally so just send him.
Is this asshole?
send
Hold on, hold on.
You
Before
guys
this is
are-
relax, relax.
He listened to our whole meeting.
Wait, hold on, hold
we
on,
have to
hold on.
change
This could be good.
everything.
Is Dundee the one that did this?
Hey, we're going
He's
back to
exaggerating.
No,
He
no.
wanted
He
to
was
listen
supposed to
the
be broken
meeting.
out.
Okay,
lastly-
everything we said, let's make it the opposite. Be toxic.
I mean,
Oh, so they can only antagonize
Yes.
people now.
Yes.
That's a recipe for disaster. Okay, all right. Listen.
Eat my whole ass, Dundee.
Okay. Operation Dragon Slayer will resume after this meeting. I need 6 officers. I don't want to pull too much from patrol, right? Yes.
Fuck me.
I got the warrant from Mr.
Hey,
K.
you guys
Stanford.
should charge whoever did that. Who did that?
Why is Dragon Slayer always happen when I'm around?
Oh no.
It was a bunch of.
Please
I've
don't
never
turn
met
in.
these guys before, so.
Ever.
You should
I have
charge
the
them with
alpha
terrorism.
ready.
If they shot you guys and EMS, that is compromising medical neutrality. That's what that means.
It screams some mumbo jumbo too. Like I'm pretty sure it wasn't even English. They just hopped out the car and said, "Yeah,"
I'm
and just started
fucking
shooting.
sick of this shit. Charge them with terrorism. I'm actually just charge them with terrorism.
Terrorists are scary.
Fuck it, try it.
I didn't laugh.
You can ask the judge.
Anything
you
else?
saying something?
No. Anything else we talk about before we,
I will.
go
No,
back
we
out
should
there?
let people go. It's been a while.
Yep. Okay. I need 6, 7 officers for Operation Dragon Slayer. Stick around afterwards. Thank you. That's all.
All right, you guys are free to go.
Y'all dismissed. Thank you.
I need
Oh, no,
food.
wrong one.